Hi, ladies. Today I'm super excited to introduce you to Karen. She has been one of my clients that has gone through the health coaching program, and now one of my graduates that we have been working together. So her story is so inspiring to me that I am excited that she is ready to share her story with all of you. So, Karen, why did you join my program and start working with me?
Well, Nicole, you and I have a little bit of history. I've told you that I had gotten to a point where I was very overweight, and medically I was pre-diabetic and needed to do something, and just wasn't sure how. I had visited my physician, and she had lost a lot of weight, and she had suggested to me, I asked her what she had done. She said that she had done low carb and gave me some suggestions of things I could Google and look up. So I did. And that was the low carb keto, dirty keto, whatever you want to call it. Um, and I wanted to do it. My husband wasn't on board, but it turned out that he had a doctor's appointment that he had to go to. And the doctor told him if he didn't do something, he was going to be full blown diabetic. So he came home and he's like, okay, let's try what you want to do. I'm like, okay. So I did some things, and basically we were just doing low carb. We were just cutting out our carbs everywhere we could. I did get online and do some research, and we learned what had carbs in it. I did some tracking. I had an app on my phone so I could do some tracking on it, learned about the carbs, that what had so many carbs and what didn't. Basically, what we did was cut out the food that had so many carbs in it, which isn't always the best way to do things. At any rate, I did lose nearly 40 pounds doing that within about a year and 6 months, I guess. So about a year and a half, I had lost close to 40 pounds. And that was wonderful. I was so excited, but it also was a point when we kind of were like, he had lost even more than I had, where we were kind of like, okay, we can kind of back off on this now. And I started to put weight back on, and it concerned me, because I didn't want to mess up what I accomplished. And then I seen your messages on Facebook, and knowing you and knowing your background, I was like, oh, I want to look into this. I got to do something to stop. It just wasn't working on my own to make the turnaround and to lose the 14 pounds I had put back on. So, after the conversation with you, I knew it was something that I wanted to try and do. I didn't know what I was missing, but something was missing that I wasn't able to turn this around, and I was gaining instead of losing. So I was excited, and so glad that I did make that choice to turn to you and get your advice, get in the program. And it's been so helpful to me. So it's just so much, there's so many more key components than just watching carbs, which is what I was doing.
So, Karen, what's your total weight loss now?
Okay, now counting what I had lost before, I'm nearly 60 pounds down. Now, it's taken a while. It hasn't happened overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. Just like the first 40 pounds didn't come off quickly. But I'm down nearly 60 pounds total is what I've lost, between the two, gaining some back and re-losing that.
That's awesome. That feels and sounds like such a journey and such a big feat to accomplish losing 60 pounds. That's an amazing story there. So when you joined my program and we started working together, what were you hoping to accomplish when you first started?
What I was hoping to accomplish was I guess I was basically counting on the scale. I was wanting to lose that 14 pounds I had added back on. Plus, I wanted to add to that. I wanted to lose a total of 30 pounds, to get myself to a place that I felt healthy before. But now that I've done it, I even want to go farther. So, we'll see how we can keep this up. But I just learned so much, because what I was doing before when I lost the first 40 pounds was just looking at carbs. And that meant I was cutting out things that I shouldn't have been cutting out. I was cutting out a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. I was watching, what I was eating, but I wasn't eating healthy like I am now. That's the thing that has encouraged me so much, is I'm now eating healthy. Yes, I'm watching my carbs. I've cut my carbs again, but I'm doing it in a healthy way. And there's so much more to losing weight than just watching what you're eating. And I didn't realize that before your program. So that has just helped me tremendously. The mindset, knowing that you can change habits. I never even thought of that before. So there's just so much information that you have, that you've taught us, that I had no idea. I'm 68 years old. Almost 68 years old. I thought I knew so much about so much, and realized that I really didn't know what I thought I knew. So, it's been great.
And watching you transform through this process has been the most exciting part for me, because you did come to me and you had this great baseline knowledge. You had lost 40 pounds already. You were doing so many things right there. So I am so excited to see you continue to learn and grow personally too, on top of losing the weight. So now that you're 60 pounds down, how are you feeling differently now than you did when you were carrying that extra 60 pounds?
Well, naturally, I have so much more energy. And I've learned through your program too about the exercise and how that works with it. It's not something I was really doing before. And I feel like I'm stronger. I'm so much stronger than I was before. And I just feel, I know what to do. And it's just kind of an automatic thing now. Okay, I want to go out and exercise. I want to go out and do this, or I want to do that. And it's just kind of automatic now that it comes along. Not that I don't have glitches, because there are times when I'm just like, I don't feel like doing that. But and maybe I do skip a day. But you know what? I always tend to get back on the horse and do it again.
Which is awesome. So how is your health now? Would you mind updating us a little bit about your health compared to 60 pounds ago and now?
Yeah. Well, I'm no longer pre-diabetic, which is totally exciting. Yeah. And it was kind of funny, because I was just at for my physical this week. And she's like, I love you as a patient. You've turned so many things around. You're willing to do things to change your situation. And it encouraged me that, what, I am doing what's good for me, what's right for me. And I enjoy it. I wish I could tell everyone. I wish I could share with everyone, give this a shot. It's so worth it. You learn so much.
I'm so excited that you've reversed your pre-diabetes, you're healthier, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's the goal.
Yes.
It's not only, yes, we all want to look better in good clothes and different clothes and fit into those good jeans, but
Mm-hmm.
that long-term health benefits of
Right.
losing the weight is so exciting to me. And I'm
Yeah.
super excited for you to see
Yeah.
that. 'Cause I want you around as, my second mom and friend until you're 100. So
Yeah.
I am so
Yeah.
proud of you to be able to do this for yourself.
Yeah.
So, so a few more questions for you, Karen.
Sure.
So yeah, will you share your experience? Like, what was it like working together? And we still are working together in the graduate program, but what was it like going through my coaching program?
I think one of the biggest things that, I said earlier that I had, there was something missing. There was something I couldn't, before I joined, there was just something that wasn't clicking. I couldn't get myself back on track. And I think the one-on-one working with you, the group setting, and that that constant good reinforcement, that constant support is what I was missing, I think. And that's something that you provide in the program, the support, and to see other people, how they're doing as a group, is encouraging. It gives you ideas of, oh, this food might work for me. I never thought about eating that. It just is encouraging, and it's a little bit of a competition in some sense, for me to, what, well, they can do that, I can do that. So it's just been fun. It's just been fun.
Which is
The
awesome,
support, I think,
right?
is the big.
Yeah, that support. That's great. And knowing that we can lose weight and it can be fun doing it. That's even more exciting. I love to hear that weight loss for yourself too. How has all of this impacted your mindset, your confidence, your beliefs?
Well, it has truly affected my mindset. I never really realized that I could relearn new habits. It's something I never even gave a thought to. And I have learned some new habits, and it's just changed my whole mindset about what I can do at this point. That the sky's kind of the limit when it comes to anything that I want to do. It just, the mindset portion to me is such a key factor. Learning how to change that and how to look at things. The mental part of your life is so important that I don't think we really realize that. And I know I didn't realize it until taking your program, that was some key things to my better health.
Great, great. So last question, what would you tell someone who is thinking about joining my health coaching program, but isn't quite sure? What would you tell her?
I would say invest in yourself. I would say go for it. What do you have to lose? But to make your life better. It truly will do that.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Karen. I so appreciate you sharing your story. Ladies, if you have found this interview helpful and you want to know more about how it looks like working together, please join me on a call, and I'll link that in the show notes below. But if you are ready to lose weight, whether it's 10 pounds, whether it's 60 pounds, whether it's 100 pounds, whatever that weight loss journey is for yourself, you can absolutely do it. Here's one amazing example that I would love for you to mirror her successes. So I'm so excited to help you. Have a great day. Thanks again.